Hey guys, in this video today we're going to create a new strategy with Cryptohopper and we're going to build the strategy ourselves. So after BertieBot's been on, I'm going to show you how to set that up. Thanks Bertie. Right, okay, so here I am in my real money bot. Now I'm not going to touch this. This is doing fine as it is. I'm just going to go to here. I'm going to click on view all bots because I want to create a paper trading bot. So I'm going in there. Now make sure you click on simulators. Right, you should always try a new strategy on a paper trading bot, guys. Never ever just unleash a new strategy on your real money bot because you might get wrecked, guys. Alright, so on here, so this is, you can reach that by clicking there. Alright, and you've got trading bots, simulators, and you've got deleted bots there that have been deleted in the past. Alright, so new here, trading bot, configure yourself, switch it on to paper trading, because if you don't, what happens is it will be put under your real money bots. Alright, and you'd have to pay for a new subscription. Alright, so back to here, this one, we're going to configure this. As soon as you switch it onto paper, it will switch itself into the simulators. Alright, there you go. And click on, oh, I just nip down here. I want to change this. From Binance. And I also need to change the quote currency, which is the currency you start off with, US dollars or USDT, USDC. Alright, so I'm going to go down here, USDT, there, and click on save. Alright, just click on exchange again, make sure that's on Binance, make sure it's paper, highest bid, lowest ask, default. Okay, so save that again. I'm just going to nip across and make sure that is in simulators. There we go. See how it's moved? Because I switched on the paper, it's moved into there. That's good. That's what we want. Now, I'm going to go back to the configure here. Have a slurp on my coffee. Lovely jubbly. So before I do anything really in this training bit, before I do any of this, I need to choose a strategy and create it myself. Alright, so I'm going to go into my library here and I'm going to click on strategies. Alright, and then I'm going to choose a new strategy here, top right. Alright, and I'm going to use, in this one, MACD, stochastic. I'm going to call it the 5-minute. In fact, I'm going to do a 15-minute MACD stochastic. Okay? Ooh. Give it a name. Now choose your indicators. Choose MACD. Boom. Put it on 15 minutes. Necessary signal. And close that. And then I'm going to add stochastic. Not stochastic RSI, guys. Just stochastic. Alright, so this one wants to be 5 minutes. Now I've never used this setting here before, So I'm just going to refer to what I've used before and what I know works quite well. So give me a second and I'll show you the new settings for that. Alright, so I've edited the title just to make sure that my settings are included there. Alright, so I'll show you these settings now. So MACD is just all like this, okay? Just copy that. Make sure its necessary signal is switched on. And then in the stochastic, make sure it's on 15 minutes, just the same, necessary. And all these settings are just like this, alright? This is the one that I've tried before and it's done quite well. Alright, so now I'm going to click on save. I'm just going to remember what that's called because I've got a few. Whoop. Undo that. 15-minute MACD stochastic, and I'll put today's date on it, shall I? What date is it now? It's the 11th. 11th of April 2024. Just for future reference there. Okay, click on save. Now then, we can go back into our config, view all, make sure, oops, yeah, make sure it's still under there. Let's have a look at the config in here now. Always give it a name so you can tell it apart from your real money bot. You don't want to be deleting the wrong bot, do you? Eh? So, fake money bot. And we can give that a date as well. 11/04/24. So that allows me to also know when I created the bot. Alright? And the time, just out of it, curiosity, is 2:19 PM on Thursday the 11th of April, my time here in Thailand. Alright? Exchange, alright, that's all good. Notifications, switch them off, they get really annoying after 1,000 of them. Buy settings, I'm going to give it market orders, I'm going to give it 10 minutes to buy. I'm going to allow, I'd say 25 positions and only 2 or 3 open positions per coin. Alright, so that means you can open 3 different Bitcoin positions at different levels. Alright, so one Bitcoin could be, one of your positions could be bought at $40,000, another position could be bought at $42,000, and another position could be bought at $44,000, for example. Alright, and you can have $10 in each position at 3 different price points. Enable cooldown after sells. Alright, I'm going to give it 30 minutes. There we go. Only buy when there are positive pairs. No, I'm going to leave that off. Only buy if not already in positions. Now I'm going to leave that off. Alright, I'm going to try this as it is. Normally I switch that on. So that would be like 2% difference in price. Alright, but I'm not going to try it without it. Save it. And I'm just making this strategy up as I go along, guys. I'm just choosing things based on what I fancy. Alright, so choose some decent coins. ADA, I've still got a bag of that from the last bull market. Choose coins I know that can move sometimes. I'm only going to choose about 15 coins. Matic, Algo, Doge. Alright. Choose one more. Give me a nice round 16. Okay, click on save. Oops, what did I not do here? Now, because I want to use 1,000 fake dollars in this bot, I'm going to type in 1,000 there. I'm going to delete it in a minute. I'll tell you why. Alright, so 1% of 1,000 is $10, right? And there it is. You see that appearing there? 50% of 1,000 is $50. Sorry, $500. There, right? And 100%. Sorry, 100% of $1,000 is $1,000. All right, so 1% for each trade. So it's going to buy $10 of Bitcoin, $10 of BNB, etc. All right, now I'm just going to type in there. All right, now I can delete this because this is not needed. I was only using this to calculate. All right, so that's all set how I want it. Now, haven't got any fake dollars in the bot yet. I've got to deposit some. Right, so this is using this paper trading bot has decided to use my Explorer plan, which is annoying. I wanted it to use the regular plan that I use is Hero. So never mind, doesn't matter because I want to just put a few coins in here. Let's put 15 in. And one more. Let's go for Solana. Alright. Now I have to fiddle around here again. So I'm going to use 1% of my capital, and I'm going to use $10 minimum order. My capital is going to be $1,000. Alright, so I'm going to click on save there, and then I'm going to delete this. Alright, that doesn't need to be filled in, and don't switch that on either, because every time if you switch that on it will buy $10 worth every single time, even, and that will not compound. Alright, you'd have to add more positions to make more. Alright, do you get me? If you switch this off, it allows it to go from $10 to $10.50 to $11, $12, and eventually, you know, when you've grown your capital, maybe you've got $10,000 in there. Eventually, you've grown it to $10,000. You've gone from $10 right up to $100 in position sizes. Alright? And that's how that works, the compounding bit. Alright. I'm going to delete that there. And that is not switched on. Save. Alright. Now, strategy. Now we're going to choose that strategy. Do you remember the one that we chose? And it was the 15. And we have minute. And there it is. Remember, I gave it the date. Easy to tell apart now, isn't it? So select that in there. Alright, number of targets to buy. It's allowed to buy 3 at one time. Alright, back to buy settings. Just make sure this is all set how I want it. And what if I put 9 in there? Yeah, that's good. Alright, so that's 9% of your open positions could be in Bitcoin. That means 3 positions out of $1,000, $10 each. 9%, something like that, is equivalent to 3 open positions. Coins and amounts, done. Strategy, done. trailing stop buy. I'm going to enable it. I'm going to go for 0.5. Basically, that means it's going to try and get in 0.5% lower than when the strategy tells the bot to buy. So if it sees Bitcoin, I'll just round it up. If it sees Bitcoin at $100, let's say Bitcoin is $100 per coin, and you get a buy signal from this, it will wait until it's dropped 0.5%. So that would be what? It would buy Bitcoin at $99.50. A little bit cheaper. Alright, because it's 0.5% lower. Let me just double check. Get my calculator up. Alright. Go saying crap with maths, me. Minus 0.5% equals, yeah, $99.50. So it's getting in slightly cheaper. And you can have that set to 1. But the lower down you put that, if you were to put like 10% down, and Bitcoin has hit $100 per coin, how likely is it to drop another 10% before buying? Not very likely, is it? Okay, the whole idea is that we're getting in on a dip, and it's already dipped, right? It's not going to dip another 10% after you've bought, unless things really go wrong. So you could put 1%, could put 0.5%, 0.75, something like that. I'm just going to try it on 0.5% lower. So it gets us in a little bit cheaper, a little bit lower. Alright, so it's not going to buy $99.5 worth. It's going to buy $100 worth when the coin has dropped 0.5% from that $100 mark, 100% mark, should I say. Alright, sell settings. Alright, that's way too low. I'm going to put 1,000 in there, just in case. Just in case something rockets to the moon. Alright, give it 10 minutes. And save. It's fun this, isn't it, guys? Alright, sell strategy. Nothing in there. We're going to be using our trailing stop loss. Now, as you know, I don't use stop loss. And I've proven time and time again over the last 6 years, stop loss does not work in the long run. You lose money hand over fist, and that is why I never use it now. The whole point of having a bot that can do DCA, which is down there, is that if a trade does go against you, and it often does, it's alright, we'll DCA at a lower level. Because if you DCA 2 or 3 times on a position, what's the likelihood of it going down and down and down to 0? Very unlikely, isn't it? Unless you use a scam coin. So that's why I never ever use stop loss. And I've had people coming to me saying, you should be using a stop loss. No, I shouldn't. No. The only time I would ever worry about a stop loss is at the top of a bull market. Does that make sense? If you're in a bull run, why are you using stop loss? Something drops down a couple of percent and it sells, and then just after you sell it starts pumping back up again and it goes up 10%. No. No. I have proven many, many times that stop loss does not work properly. It's not good. You lose more than you make. Yeah, you might get started on a bullish trend, and you'll be making money hand over fist. But then the bearish trend starts, and suddenly you're losing money hand over fist, and you usually end up losing more than you made in the uptrend. All right, it's absolutely ridiculous. Is stop loss. Should only be using stop loss in leverage trading. Now remember, when you're trading with a bot like this, you're buying on the spot market, which means that you own the crypto that this is buying. Yeah, it's not contracts like leverage trading on derivatives and Bybit and all those other exchanges that give you leverage. Yeah, we're not doing 10x leverage here. So if you buy Bitcoin and the trade goes against you, you haven't lost anything until you sell. Right, so if you sell at 5% stop loss, you lose 5%. and you lose the Bitcoin that you bought. But if you keep it, we're in a bull run, remember. Be bullish. But if you keep it, then it'll recover eventually. You know, DCA. That's the whole point of DCA. Trailing stop loss. Alright, so I'm going to go for just a small 1.5. Alright. Whoops, sorry. Should be there. Don't make that mistake, guys. Ooh, wrong way around. I'm going to give it a 0.4 drop. So we're hoping for, what's 1.5 minus 0.4? 1.1. 1.1% on each trade. Click enable and enable all these. Alright, now save. Now, auto close is not used. After 7 days, as in this example, it would close any trade, even if it was 20% down. It would just say, alright, let's close this because it's been 7 days now. No. It's effectively like a stop loss. Alright, but it's a time-based one. And it does not care whether the opposition is 20% down or 50% up. Shorting, we're not using. I've had bad results with shorting in the past, and that's why I never bother with it. I keep it simple, guys. Dollar cost averaging. Now, this is the juicy part, okay? I'm going to go there. I'm going to go market order. I'm going to give it 10 minutes. Oh, sorry. No. I'm going to give it an hour. Alright, so it has to wait 1 hour after a position reaches whatever percentage we set. So if we set let's say 6% in here, alright, so it's going to drop 6%, and if there is a new buy signal from the strategy that we just created, it will then DCA, but only if it's been at 6% or more than 6%, like 7%, 8%, for more than an hour. Alright, it's only going to allow 3 DCAs total, and then it will not do any more DCAs. This stops the bot from gobbling all your money up. Alright, now don't switch on buy immediately, because it will reach 6% and it will ignore this 1 hour thing here, and it will ignore the buy signals altogether, and it will just say, right, this position is 6% down, even in a downtrend. Let me show you. Let me just show you. Alright, let's imagine this is a 50% drop, just for argument's sake. Let's imagine that drop there is 50%. Now, the bot, if you switch on DCA buy automatically, it will just go, alright, 6%, let's buy more. 6%, let's buy more. 6%, let's buy more. 6%, buy more, buy more, buy more. Get me, guys? You don't want that happening. So, this 6% DCA level is only going to happen if it's been more than an hour, and if there is a new buy signal coming. Yeah, and we've got 3 DCAs. How likely is it after 3 buy orders, you know, buy signals, things are looking bullish, so therefore you get a buy signal, how likely is it to dump all 3 times? It recovers eventually. It comes to the bottom and it's coming backing up. Okay, guys? Right. Click on save. Now then, let's have a look-sies. Now, what do we have to do? This is all set. Alright. Just flick through it quickly so you can look at it. And in fact, you can see the green dots here show us which ones we've activated and which ones we haven't. So if we change something in there, if we switch that on, that gets highlighted there, look. Alright, but we're switching it off. We're not using that blooming stop loss, guys. So I don't care how many people comment, you should be using a stop loss. No, absolutely not. Prove me wrong. Show me your results, guys, with stop loss, eh? Alright, now back to the dashboard here. The bot is all set up. There's only one thing missing. Alright, we need to deposit some fake dollars. USDT 1,000. That's my go-to amount for all paper trading bots. Now, can you see here it says $0? As soon as I switch my bot on, it will recognize that 1,000 fake dollars. Boom, there you go. Now, the fees should be already set. Yes. If you're using BNB coin in your Binance, for example, and it might be the same on other exchanges if you're using that exchange's native token, you can get discounts on your trades and stuff. So normally it's 0.1% with no BNB coin being held. Alright, but if you're using BNB and you switch that option on inside of your Binance, you can get a 25% discount on your each trading fee. Alright, and that builds up over time. I mean, if I buy $10 of Bitcoin and I'm paying 0.1%, well, I'm paying the fees. But if I switch on the BNB, you know, I can get 25% off that fee, and it really does build up over time. And just to prove a point here, $10 bought of Bitcoin, for example, and then you take away 0.1%, it means you pay 1 cent to buy that Bitcoin, and then you pay 1 cent to sell that Bitcoin. Actually, hopefully it's a bit more. It's like 0.012 cents or something, because it'll be a bigger position, a bigger amount. But if you buy $10 of Bitcoin and it's costing you 0.075, which is that 25% off percent, there you go. You've got an extra quarter. Well, it's not even, it's more than a quarter. Yeah, it's a quarter of a cent. So you're saving a quarter of a cent. Alright, and that'll add up over time if you're doing hundreds and thousands of trades over a year, 2 years, whatever. Alright, so this is switched on. The bot is now, alright, because this is only the Explorer plan look, alright, it's only searching every 600 seconds, which is annoying because I wanted the paper trading bots linked to my hero plan. Alright, so view all here. I wanted the paper trading linked to this so I can have lots more coins and faster searches, but it's alright, it's alright, it's okay. Alright, now I'm going to leave that running for a few minutes just to make sure it buys. Make sure everything's working. Once it's bought a position, or at least once it's searched for a position, might not find any, I will know that it's working, and then after maybe 24 hours I will get back to you tomorrow, 24 hours after, which will be approximately 3 p.m. tomorrow. It's now 2:43, so approximately 2:45, 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon will be 24 hours, and I'll bring you an update, see how well or how badly this strategy has done. Alright, So I'm just going to pause the recording. I'm going to wait for it to buy something. When it does, I'll restart the recording, show you what it's bought. And even if it doesn't buy anything, I'll have a look here. Alright, so we've got 300 seconds, which is, what's that? It's 5 minutes, isn't it? So now it's about 2 minutes until it does a little search using that 5-minute MACD stochastic. And I'll just leave this running while I go downstairs and get myself a glass of water. By the time I come back, you might have found something. And if not, just leave it running a while. Okay, I am back, and it hasn't bought anything, has it? That's okay. It will. Now, the time is 2:58. So, 24 hours, approximately, I will bring you an update on this strategy. So look out for that video tomorrow. Guys, if you want to get the secret sauce, get an average of 1.05% compounded daily on top of your, total funds. Link below in the description. I'm going to give this another, going to let this go for that 25 seconds and see if it decides to buy anything then. And if not, well, I'll just end the video and bring you an update and see what it's done. It will buy eventually, but if we're on, we've got like Bitcoin open and it's just started doing a bit of a downer, it's a good idea that it's not, buying. It's doing exactly what it should do. Sometimes it doesn't buy because sometimes the best trade is no trade. Right. It should be searching now. Let's have a look. Nothing. Alright, but now the time is 2:59. So at exactly-ish 3 o'clock tomorrow, I will make a new video and upload that for about 24 hours after this one. And you can have a look at the results. Okay. I left the bot running a few more minutes, so the time is now 3:43, and 25 minutes ago we had a couple of buy orders coming in. As you can see, it's on the trailing buy there, and that's why it's been up there 25 minutes. It's waiting for that 0.5% drop, and it found two positions at the same time. However, 7 minutes ago this one did drop 0.5%, and now it's bought and it's already up in profit. So yeah, it's working. So I'll see you again. Secret sauce down in the link below this video. And if you want help on Skype setting up, just get Cryptohopper through my link and I'll give you the secret sauce and my help on Skype. Okay guys, I will see you again in the secret sauce or in the next video. Take it easy guys. Bye bye. Come on Bertie.